Shifting focus to Lebanon now, which is sinking deeper into crisis after Prime Minister-designate Saad Hariri stepped down. Hariri has cited key differences with the country's president for the resignation and also the inability to form a government. Hariri was nominated for the post in October 2020. The previous government was forced to resign after a devastating port blast in Beirut in August that killed more than 200 people. Hariri's decision follows a meeting with President Michel Aoun over his draft cabinet lineup, and that's when he admitted incapacity to reach an agreement with President Aoun.
It is clear that we will not be able to reach an agreement with the President. In our meeting, I also suggested that he takes more time to think about it if he needed to. So he said that he'll not be able to reach an agreement. Therefore, I apologize for not being able to form a government. May God help the country.
فلذلك قدمت اعتذاري عن تشكيل الحكومة والله يعين البلد وإن شاء الله.
The United States, meanwhile, is disappointed with the resignation of Hariri. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said in a statement that all concerned parties need to work with urgency to put in place a government that is able to implement reform immediately. Hariri supporters clash with the Lebanese army and block streets. A few dozens of them even clash with soldiers in Beirut who fired rubber bullets. The Lebanese Red Cross dispatched 3 ambulances to the area thereafter.
الله حريري، نحن بدنا الحريري، ما بدنا غير الحريري، غصبا عن أرنو بدنا الحريري، غصبا عن ربه بدنا الحريري.
البلد احترق، الدولار ب 23,000، لا حليب، لا أدوية، لا بنزين، لا كهرباء، لا أكل، لا دجاج، لا لحمة، لك مع كورونا ولبن الفقير ما بقي ياكلها، وبعدين لوين؟ أقل شيء نسكر البلد ونقعد، ميتين ميتين.
Hariri, who has previously led 3 governments in Lebanon, is the second candidate to fail at forming a government in less than 12 months. Hariri is widely seen as a pivotal representative of the country's Sunni Muslims. His exit will further complicate negotiations as cabinet berths and parliamentary seats in Lebanon are distributed according to religious sects. Hariri's announcement takes the political process back to square one, and there is a clear risk of many more months of drift. President Michel Aoun will now have to call on Parliament to pick a new premier designate who will be tasked with assembling another cabinet, which in turn will then have to be approved by the president and other political factions. Amid soaring poverty rates and a collapsing local currency, the premier designate's exit leaves Lebanon completely adrift. The international community has pledged millions of dollars in humanitarian aid since last year's port blast. But donors remain adamant that a government must be established before they can provide funding. The political disagreements between the Lebanese factions have sent the currency to unprecedented lows. Imported medicine and fuel are increasingly unaffordable in the country. The World Bank has branded it as one of the planet's worst economic crises since the mid-19th century. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.